with the Rongalus. So
Well,
good on you for
I
being introduced.
am
Thank
a
you.
wizard.
Oh shit! Kill him before he gets to level 10! Kill him!
Alright, I'm all good. So, go ahead and describe both your characters to me and where you would like to commit your first crime.
Oh, we're doing this again?
Yeah, it's you,
Well, we're
the,
not really committing a crime per se. We're more. I mean, we are. No, we are. Okay, so me and
Get
Vito
everyone
would
to eat.
like to go to the local Gotham church
Yes, of course.
on a nice Sunday. On a nice Sunday.
Oh no.
It's bright outside, just
It's
to
bright
elaborate.
outside. This
Very
is
sunny.
wait. By the
can you hear
way,
me?
are
There
we?
it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the time? What's the timeline of this? By the way.
The timeline of this is 2 weeks prior to where everyone is currently.
All right. How long has Batman been missing?
Batman has been currently missing from the entirety of this for about 2 months.
Okay, never mind. But either way, bright day in Gotham. Those are rare, but it's that's today. We are it is Sunday, and we are in the local, like the biggest church of Gotham.
Okay, well then you are going to be. Sorry. Y'all are going to be heading up to a church in the higher district of Gotham. It's actually, it looks to be a large chapel, and it literally says First Chapel of Gotham Ministries, and
Oh,
it has, like gargoyles hanging off the sides. It looks like it's old, Catholic vibes. Really tall arching steeple with what you can see to be like a bell at the very top that does not seem to be ringing.
all right. I would like to explain the look of my character.
Okay.
Uh, I have I just have a black kind of raincoat, kind of what it looks like, but it's more of just like a professional kind of. It's just very poofy, but it is just a nice black coat. I have dark green gloves, and I have a what looks to be a two-piece metal helmet, one for the back, one for the front. A bunch of like mechanical pieces going across the entire helmet. Um, and I have two stuck out very like red eyes in the helmet, and a kind of like a going forward and down Squidward-esque nose for the helmet specifically. And I have no, yeah, no, that's about it. And Vandal, would you like to describe your?
Okay, I walk in with a green priestly outfit. I walk in and then I am behind him. I am somewhat hiding behind them. But as we walk in, I appreciate to myself. I walk ahead of him afterwards, and then with my green priestly outfit, I walk in and I go, "Hello, everybody. My name is your new Lord and Savior from the Certa Sabaton."
No, what Sabaton? Okay,
Whoever,
You mean the heavy metal rock band?
yes, the heavy metal rock band, of
no,
course.
not the heavy metal rock.
What is his
No,
name? Savitar.
Savitar. Savitar.
I
The
get his
comic
name.
Got
book
it.
leader.
So you walk in and
Let's
just
go.
announce this?
Okay. Yes, we walk in. We are from the Church of Savitar, and we are here to save all of you.
You walk in and you see rows upon rows of what look to be sorry, the word eludes me at this point. They're like the church chairs. What are they called?
Gotcha. They're
Huge.
benches.
Pews,
They're
thank
called
you.
pew.
Yes.
You see rows and rows of dark oak pews with bright red carpetry lining the seats with gold stitching. And across you see a large cross, wooden, it seems to be about 150 foot tall, and standing in front of it on a large like podium is a
Is Martha
large.
Man.
There's just a large older man with a very large hat that has like a golden cross embedded on the front, and he seems to be reading over documents, and he like has this big like Coke bottle glasses, uh, and he just kind of looks up, like kind of like he looks to be shaking with old age, like he's like really late 80s, and he looks up and just says, "What? How can I help you?"
God of speed.
Well, we are here on behalf of a holy savior, Savitar from the Speed Force.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know what a saboteur or a speed force is. Have
The God of
what
My
Speed.
what
my
chapter of the
brother
Bible
here
is that
can
from?
my brother here can inform you of this holy savior. Surely you will become like one of us, a brother. Inform him of the
Oh yes,
He
yes,
evil.
kind
yes.
of
I
he's
do.
like looking at you kind of like side-eyed and he's like, "Have a seat." He like gestures towards one of the front rows of the pews.
I walk up and I just say, Savitar is our Lord and Savior. He is God of Speed. There is no one. One day we will see the light, and that light will be blue and big and lightning. It's going to be blue lightning. Savitar is going to walk towards us or run more like run towards us, and he will save us from this life we live of slowness and petrified people starving every day. He is so fast, it's insane.
Boom! Now the Pope is
And
Martian Manhunter. No, I'm kidding. Um,
Okay, thank you.
I almost called it. I mean, you're in the same area. He could totally have gotten there and then gotten to the
my brother, please
place.
Also,
sit
we
down
haven't done
as
any,
we
we haven't
take
done
our
any
so
rest.
I would
rules.
like
We
you to
haven't done
actually do me a
anything
favor.
rules.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
That's Vandal.
Oh, awesome. Okay, yeah, I have a +7 on persuasion, so give me a moment.
Yeah, that's Vandal.
Yeah,
You can
here,
go. You can roll with advantage because of the speech that I just heard.
Also, I forgot to.
yeah,
Also, I forgot to
awesome.
say. I forgot to say, born from the Speed Force, and that is there's that.
So, advantage means you roll 2 dice, right?
Yeah.
And then you take the higher.
Yes.
Yes.
18 plus 7. Okay, so that would.
You
That
see
would
the
be. You listen to
priest.
us now.
You see the priest slowly step down from the altar, place his hat down on a small podium. You see him walk over and grab a large glass that seems to be a golden goblet, and he walks over really slowly, his hands kind of shaking. You can see like the wine in the glass just kind of like shaking back and forth as he makes his way over. He sits down on the pew next to you and just takes a giant gulp out of it and goes, "I'm listening."
Wonderful, wonderful, my brothers. Let me step on upon this stage and give out God's holy light. Our God, of course, being Savitar. He
Of
could rush
course,
across.
of course. You see the man like raise the glass in a toast to what you're saying as he's just like sitting off to the side.
Our God could do many things. He could rush across this world to the other dimensions, to the other fabrics of reality, and he could pull in the food and the holy grail of other universes for our taking.
Hallelujah. And then
Hallelujah.
you see he takes this and he takes the actual wine glass and breaks it. And suddenly you see him pull the wine glass and like stab it into his upper thigh. As
That
this
motherfucker
happens,
right there just
as
killed himself.
as this happens, you hear the door goof, as it just gets caved in, like knocked off its hinges as you see a team of 12 SWAT rush in through the front door.
We
And
gotta get the hell out of
you hear
here
the
in the name of
priest,
Savitar.
you hear the priest say, "These men are defiling God's temple. They stabbed me and are here for everything we own."
That
Oh,
motherfucker.
that dick.
I
All
mean, what
right,
do you
all right, all
expect? It's
right.
a church in Gotham.
Alright,
Yeah.
yeah, and you know what I say?
You know what I say? I say,
Oh, yeah.
Mercury, Mercury.
No, I got this, I got this, I got this.
Okay, all
I got
right.
this. What are you trying to start a ruckus in here for, you old man? We are just hailing our holy God of the Christian religion.
So go ahead
Yes,
and
oh
first
Lord
off, I need
Jesus
you
Christ himself.
both to roll me initiative, and Vandal, go ahead and roll me a deception check.
Oh, that's not this. Can I use religion instead?
I'll allow it because you're in a place of holy worship.
Ah, yeah, I got a 16 plus 8.
I got a
Oh,
And
and for my
we're using religion, so I got an 18 plus 2, so I have a
Remember,
20.
guys, make sure know the SWAT team is green.
Give me
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
second. Hold on, hold on. I need my dice box. Where are you, dice box?
Also, Vandal, I sent you something that you might want to use from now on because I've realized that I also it's
yeah,
kind of hard.
huh?
Well, I sent you something that we're kind of both gonna need
Mm-mm-mm.
to use. I've grown to realize.
Okay. Yeah, I'm level 24. Or I rolled a 24 on my religion, by the way, so I know everything about the Christian religion. I'm fucking like smart.
Give me just
Uh,
1 second.
also my what I rolled a 17 for what was it called? Sorry, it was
Religion.
no, not religion. I rolled it for initiative. Sorry, 17 for initiative.
Oh yeah, 20 for me.
Damn, he's gonna be able to shoot someone before I can convince them of I'm here for Christ.
No, no, I'm also gonna convince that. I see your plan. I see your plan.
Ah,
The Flash himself may rule this or may wait. I'll say that. I'll save that for later. Actually, that's a
Watch
good one.
out, Martian Manhunter doesn't believe in God.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
yeah.
Alright. Sorry, I had to grab some dice because I couldn't find my dice box.
you're good.
Okay. So, okay, first off, what did you roll in your religion checks? It was a 20 and a 25?
Yeah.
Okay. So, first off, as you do this, the SWAT team busts in, and they're like swinging wide. They're all have their guns trained on you, and as you say this, both of you saying that you were worshiping, and
Jesus
with
Christ
how high
and
you
God.
roll and the conviction you spoke with, they
Yep.
turn and they seem confused for like this instant, and like they seem to be looking around, not sure what to do. And you said, what did you roll for your initiative?
I rolled a 17 for my initiative.
I rolled a 20.
17 and a 20?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's see.
You ain't here to praise the Lord, then you gotta see the door.
Literally just convincing them all I'm a Christian man.
I swear I'm gonna get you, don't swear.
Just convince them the old man is senile and needs a doctor.
Exactly. Don't
Yeah.
swear, don't swear, don't swear. We don't need that
This
devil around
man
here.
described himself in my holy church with my holy grail.
Satan has possessed him.
Yeah, Satan has him. Wait, we give him like a baptism and drown his ass. Like, bro, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't ruin my plans. Not today, boy. Just freeze him in the water. He's stuck, everybody. He's got himself stuck on
Some
a
would
rock.
say he is a time remnant, but we will say he is original. He is the only.
Yeah, some would say he tripped on a snail and went into this very lake.
But we say he is the snail.
All right, now what's each of your individual HPs?
Mine is 175.
Mine's the same, yeah.
All right, and what's your each individual armor classes?
11 here.
12.
Okay. And Vandal, you're gonna get the first one. Gaming, you're on deck.
Huh?
With the first one.
Yeah,
Wait, I
so
missed the
Vandal,
first
you
one.
get to make your move first.
Okay.
Whatever you would like to do in initiative order. Right now, they are currently a little confused and trying to figure out what's going on. You have one, basically, full turn to do something.
Alright, I walk over to the man. I walk over to this old man. I'm like, sir, please stand up. We have to get you to the hospital right away. Alright, and then I take the man, like I try to bring him up, and then I try to leave. I just try to leave with him. Follow
All
me to my
right, so
holy.
he is going to
Yeah,
try
I
to
follow.
resist, although he is in pain. So he's gonna like start to freak out a little bit. Make a strength check to see if you can overpower him real quick.
Oh fuck! I'm not gonna overpower an old man. This man's got super strength. A
The
17.
old
18,
man has a
18
natural
minus 2, so
20.
you get to beat a 16.
I got a 17. -1, so yeah, I got a 16 on the dot.
So you pick him up. He is like struggling to get away from you, but he is just not doing it. You
He's
start to
senile. Let's go get his medicine.
you start to move away from him. Or the rest of the SWAT team as they see you pick him up, and they're like momentarily confused, like, oh, he's trying to help him. And they take a step forward, and that's gonna be Gaming's turn.
Yes, I will say. Jesus Christ himself is trying to brought us here to help this man in his time of need. Satan is possessing him and making him do the humanity, and I walk out.
Wait, what?
I just stop in the middle of my sentence and I just say, "Oh, the humanity," and I walk out with him and the old man.
Okay, so y'all are trying to walk through the SWAT team right now to get to the door.
Yeah. Also,
Man, he's the
what
preacher.
the
I'm not
hell are y'all do? What the my language? Hell are y'all doing in my church?
They immediately look confused. Go ahead and roll me. This time it needs to be a deception check.
All right, I can roll the 17 check for you because I have
Are
+4 on
you
that.
here to disrupt the good word of God? How would
I
you
got
say that?
a 18. So that's 14 + 4. 18.
You got an 18.
Yep.
Give me just 1 second.
These people just don't know what the fuck they're
Also, I would like
walking
to,
on.
I would like to point out, I actually don't have
Last
my helmet
one.
on.
Come on.
Does that make me less trustworthy here?
That's cocked. Yes!
Cool.
Okay, 16 plus 2. So everybody is like so confused. They're walking around. No one has any idea what's going on. They're seeing this. They're so confused. One guy goes, "Stop them!"
Let's fucking book it, my brother.
No, so basically, as soon as he said stop them, I would like to. Is it my turn? Like, can I do something?
Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry.
The SWAT team doesn't know what they just pulled up to.
All right. So he is gonna like you're gonna see like everyone their eyes glazed over with sort of confusion, looking around madly and frantically, like trying to figure out what was going on. And suddenly, one of them's gonna go, "Grab the Pope!" and just like points at the
Okay.
Pope as you guys try to make your way through. And now it is going to be all right. They all rush towards you, trying to make it to you, and they are all within like a heartbeat of starting to swing. Vandal, it is going to be
Okay.
your attack first, and you are in the middle of a group of 12 people.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and here. Let me
Like,
think.
and I just said, say the word, and I go all magnesium up on this place, bro.
Yeah, I want to say this. I take out my. I set the old man on fire with my hand. I just light him on fire.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack roll to see if you can actually hit.
All right. I have here. Yep. Let me roll this. I got a 16.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright, I have 1d12 and this effect persists for 5 turns unless the opponent has water.
Go
Does that work
ahead.
out? I
That
mean,
works out perfectly, yeah, unless they find a way to put themselves out.
Alright. It's 12. So he's going to get 12 damage per hit for 5 rounds unless he actually finds water to put himself out.
Okay. You like
Not oh.
you reach out and you like grab a hold of him and like stick your hand and you just place it in the middle of his chest. Immediately his clothes seem to steam and boil and like move on his body, and suddenly he just bursts into flame, his clothing seeming to be tinder as well as disappearing in certain places that seems to fuel the fire in an otherwise magic way. And
Perfect.
you just see him lit up and just immediately whew, he's on fire and he just like throws his hands up, doesn't even have time to react at this point. And now it's going to be the old man's turn. He's going to try to struggle out of your arms. Go ahead and roll a contested strength check. Just roll a d20 for me.
Okay. 16 minus 1, so that's a 15.
That beats my 9, my 11 minus 2. Okay, so you still hold on to the old man. Gaming, it is now your turn.
All right, I would like to walk up to the old man and say, "We have a hostage. If you bastards go even one step further, I will fill him up with magnesium and he will have diarrhea." Uh,
Go ahead and roll a
no,
what's it
no, no, wait,
called?
I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I am not done. I
Okay,
am
go
not
ahead,
done.
go
I
ahead, go
say he
ahead.
will have diarrhea. This man
Landon.
will throw up all over the place, and I will make him fate right in front of your eyes.
I
And then
want to say
once
something
he
real quick. I
faints,
want to say something to you.
Go ahead
My
and
brother,
roll and
what? I'm in the middle of
alcohol.
a preach here.
This
The one good
man.
I've had so far.
I'm gonna say one thing. My man needs some alcohol, some holy rum.
go ahead and roll a what's it called? Intimidation check for me.
Oh, an intimidation check? Yeah, my ass. I'm gonna fail that in any way, shape, or form. Alright, I have my d20. Alright, intimidation. Let's do this. What would you look at that? 12 plus 5.
17.
So 17, yeah.
That definitely. Let's see. Hold on one second. That's a 17.
Yeah. Any intimidation check, I'm not gonna fail. I might just stop my sentence at, this man will have diarrhea. That's it. That's my threat.
All right. So can you explain to me like one more time what you were doing so I can like better fit this into a description?
Okay, yeah, I grabbed the old man and I said, "If any of you bastards take one more step, I will fill him with just enough magnesium to have diarrhea.
Cut out.
And then one more step, I kill him."
So you immediately say this, and everybody seems to have mixed reactions. Some of them just kind of point their guns up at you, as you see 7 out of them immediately raise their guns, and you see 5 of them, no, sorry, 4 of them, you see 4 of them raise their weapons, but like kind of like they're not sure who they're aiming at or like what's going on, and they're like kind of worried. You see one of them just kind of drop their weapon off to the side, and then one of them swings up wildly, like with a mad look in his eye, and tries to make a mad shot at you and the Pope because he critically failed, and he misses, but seems to strike the Pope.
Well, there goes your hostage.
Is he dead, or did he just like hit him with the is he shot him in the shoulder or something?
You see as this man
Surely he got
takes
a
a wild
headshot.
shot, he swings up his large AR and just boom, 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 3 shots ring out. One barely clips your ear, one swing like just completely misses, and the other one you see strike the Pope straight through the neck and pierce to the back of his shoulder. And you see him fall to the ground and blood start to bubble up out of his neck and out of his mouth.
I hold
And
him up and I just say, "He is fine. He will still poop if you take one more step."
and that is going to bring it to SWAT number 1, who's going to make an attack on Landon. And these are all going to be contested strength checks, so I'm going to need you to roll every time. So can you go ahead and roll a d20 for me?
13.
18. You are now grappled by the SWAT officer.
Okay. Get the hell off of me.
SWAT officer number 2 is also going to make an attack on Landon.
Uh-huh.
So go ahead and roll again.
12.
16. You are now grappled by 2 people.
Jesus Christ, the good word of
SWAT number
Saboteur is
3
failing me.
is going to make another grapple check on you. Go ahead.
17.
Alright, this one he tries to like jump on the pile, but it's like there's too many and it's like he couldn't just get a good hold, so he's like flung back. But you are still grappled by 2 people.
Alright, I would just like to say, I just want to say I pray. I would like to just pray while this is happening, and I just want to say, Saboteur, save me from these unholy men. And that's all I want to say.
Okay. SWAT number
This is
4, 5, and 6 are gonna try to make a grab on you, Vandal. So go ahead and make 3 checks for me.
Checks for what? Is it
Just
just
roll a
for...
d20 3 times
Alright.
and tell me the numbers.
For the first one, we got a
Wait, as a bonus action, you can target a
19,
creature
Mhm.
within 30 feet of you.
a 15,
Mhm.
and a 11.
All right. So the first
Oh,
one is
sweet.
going to run up and try to just tackle you with all of his weight. He's actually quite a large guy. You manage to slide under him and like kind of lift his feet up as he tries to grab on. And you just flip him over your shoulder. But as you do, you're like another one runs up and grabs you under your
Wait,
arm and
actually,
like
hold up. I got a
throws
thing
you
for this.
up.
Hold up.
And
I got one thing for this. I have a thing that so whenever someone hits me with an attack, I can make a reaction
these aren't
to
attacks.
basically dash. Oh, god damn it, this doesn't count. Damn.
These are
Alright, never mind.
considered grapple. If they were to like strike you and like punch you or hit you with something, that would be considered an attack.
Alright.
So they're like the second one is going to just rush up and grab you from under the arm and slam you to the ground, and the other one's going to try to jump on top. And now you were grappled by 2 people as well, and we
Alright.
have the ones who failed. We have one more, and he is, after seeing both of you now pinned to the ground, is going to throw a grenade in between the both of you.
What the hell?
These
What
guys
about
are
all of
trying to die.
What?
Andrew, you want to do
Kill
me a favor?
themselves.
You want to look at the table real quick and verify what I'm seeing?
Sorry.
That's going to be a natural 20 to hit, plus 2, so
What
that's
the
22 to hit.
hell? Wait, can I have a reaction real quick?
No, you cannot.
Why?
Because you're still 3 people behind in the list, and you are like you can't use your reaction this turn. I don't believe. You're grappled. You couldn't do anything.
I could just feel the grenade with chlorine, man. I can do something.
No, you cannot because you are currently grappled.
Right, where's my gun at this moment? Did I like drop it, or is it still in my hands as I'm hold? Like, what's going on?
So give me just 1 second. That is going to be 3d20 times 2.
You both instantly die. Make new
That
characters.
would be wild, dude. No, I want these characters.
I'm gonna freeze someone and throw
That's
them
gonna
into
be
this goddamn
64
hydro.
damage to both of you
All right.
as
Oh,
this
it did
grenade.
damage.
Huh?
It did damage to me. You know what that means.
It's considered an attack, yes.
Alright,
So the
I got
grenade
a thing on-
explodes, dealing massive damage to both of you. And go ahead and Vandal, do what you're gonna do because it's now your turn.
I have something that allows me to get a reaction to move up to half my speed without provoking opportunity attacks from people. I also get a dash with it.
Wait, why
If
am I
somebody hits
King
me.
Shark?
So basically, I get a slip out of grass if I get hit.
Pictures
my
weren't
thing.
working, and absolutely you can.
I crawl away from them and then dash my way out of there, and I start fucking booking it. I'm out of here. I'm
So you're gonna make a
go.
mad dash for the door.
Oh wait, no. Oh, actually, no. I'm going to run at. Well, it's about to be my turn, right?
It is your
No.
turn currently. So you
Okay.
have this reaction, you
So-
make the dash, and it
yeah,
is now your
okay,
turn to
got
make
it.
another dash. So you could make it out of the door to the front of the building.
I dash towards one of the people grabbing gaming, and I freeze the one that's holding him down the most. I just grab one. I gotta freeze the one that's holding him down the most. Or actually,
So you're
well,
gonna
let me
walk up and just slam this crystal into his chest, and ice is gonna just immediately bulk up around his chest, Todoroki style, and it's just gonna like take him a
I
few
want to
feet.
freeze him, but I don't want his legs to be touched to the ground.
Yeah, he's going to like get. Oh, okay. He's gonna get picked up off the ground, and he's like being held up by a block of ice that wraps around his body, and like his arms and legs can still move, but he like can't make purchase or grab anything. And
Alright, now
he's
now
like
you give me
lifted off of
something
his
more
feet, and
specific.
he's like grabbing and trying to like
Also,
reach and.
I have another thing that allows me to use 2 magic items in 1 turn, so I want to grab Gaming's gun for a second. I want
Okay.
to make a grab for Gaming's gun. For his own
If you
gun.
were, I thought you said you already moved away from that area trying to get towards the door.
Oh no, I was just no, I backed up on that. I wanted to freeze the dude instead, so I just
Oh,
did
so
that.
you went straight to gaming. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I froze one of them. And I
Well,
grabbed his
I'm gonna
gun
say
on
you can
top of
make an
that.
attempt to grab his weapon as he is grappled by. He's still grappled by another person. So, if you would like to attempt to grab his weapon, go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check for me.
Sleight of oh fuck. Yes, of course. I got a 12. -1, so 11. I got an 11. Damn. Hello?
Let's see.
Oh.
Yeah, no, his dexterity is extremely low. So you are easily able to grab this gun.
Okay. I pick up the gun and I shoot the other guy that's on top of gaming with, let me find an element. I shoot him with a uranium.
How do you know how to use this gun?
It's a part. It's remember it was also a piece of the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah, it was.
Also, I use an elemental weapon as well.
Yeah.
So you see this like this green glow start to appear as it just
I'm gonna just tap him in the
gets
back of the skull with
shot,
uranium.
and you see a solid cylinder shoot directly out direct. Or who are you aiming this at?
I'm aiming this at the other police officer that's on gaming. I shoot him with the uranium in the back of the head.
So he has disadvantage because he's currently grappled with somebody else. So go ahead and make your attack with advantage.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, you could
And
also
it's
retract a certain element. That's why there's 2 holes in the gun.
Oh, I can use 2 elements in one shot.
No.
Or what?
You can
Oh.
either shoot out an element or put in an element. So you can like make it to where you put the gun and shove it in their mouth and then take their oxygen. It's like
Oh, okay, I see.
The iron out of their
Well, I'm
blood.
just gonna go ahead and hit him with this
Exactly.
uranium stuff because this seems about to get radiation poisoning out the ass. I
Alright.
rolled a. Let's see. I rolled a. Well, he has disadvantage, so let me roll 2. I got a 15.
that easily hits. Go ahead and roll me 4d12, and we're gonna call it radiant damage.
4d12. Damn. Okay, so for the first one, I got a 7. For the
Got a
second one, I
7.
got a 5. For the third, I got a 10. And for the fourth, I got a 10.
Minus
So
32
guys,
damage. All right. And now it's going to be Gaming's turn.
Alright.
Do you want to make an attempt to break out of the grapple, or would you just like to make an attack roll against the guy with disadvantage?
Well, he had. Yeah, I would definitely just like to get out of his grip.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength check for me.
Okay. 21.
You easily escape as you
damn.
like throw your elbow back and like hit him directly in the kidneys, and then like throw your head back into his nose, and then launch yourself forward, and he's like forced to let go at this point as he's being bombarded from 2 different directions.
I'd like
And
to
just
take the gun back,
then
by
he
the
just
way.
you see as you break out of his grip, he's just shoo, a small green cylinder gets shot into his stomach, and it seems to be protruding out. And it immediately starts to like bubble around the sides of the skin where it's like stuck in the stomach.
When I'm out, I would like to grab my gun.
Since you were no longer grappled, Vandal, did you just give him his gun?
Yeah, I give him his gun back.
Cool.
He's
You were
like-
able to get your gun.
Alright, can I like walk up to him? Like, is he dead or how? What's going on here?
Oh, he's
He has a
probably
cylinder
very
in his
dead.
stomach. He's still alive and he's still standing.
Yeah,
Alright,
the-
I'm gonna like
As all of this seems to unfold, you hear a sinister chuckle as you
The
turn
Joker?
back.
Question mark?
As you turn back, you see a man walking down the walkway, and he seems to have cuts up and down his
Oh.
body. He seems to have no shirt on, and he is wearing a large hat of the religious man who had seemed to be dead on the floor.
Damn.
And you see him walk up, and he goes, "Hugo requires your services."
Not
And immediately you hear a loud ringing in your ears. You turn and you find that he has placed speakers across the entire, like around the edges of the building basically, and all you can hear is this loud ringing and whirring as it just squeals in the back of your head until you can't take it. Boom. You both black out. You wake up in a white room strapped to a table. A man walks into the room, followed by a partner. The man seems to be a tall, slender, pale-skinned doctor with a mask across his face. You can kind of just barely make out his green eyes behind some really dark, like fogged glasses. He comes up with a small needle and injects something into the sides of your neck. It burrows down deep into the sides of your shoulder and then clicks, and you feel immense pain as it subsides. You hear radio chatter appear in your head. Ah, testing. Can you hear? Reply, or it'll go off.
So
Well,
help
good
me,
lord,
Stella,
I'm
I will
Salazar!
kill your ass.
The second person who walked into the room seems to be the same person, still wearing the bloodstained Pope hat. Just walking around with nothing but an orange jumpsuit, pants, shirtless, bald man with scars up and down his body that seem to be cuts and tallies.
Okay.
You hear, long story short, you're gonna be going into a transitive state. We're gonna be fast tracking you guys because we're gonna need your help soon. And thus starts your week or two of absolute hell, which is where we're gonna cut to our second performance. After you guys had been sent to, Arkham Asylum, during this time, towards the end of your 2 weeks at Arkham Asylum, is where we left off in our last game, where both Scarecrow and I cannot remember your other character's name for the life of me.
Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter, thank you. Had both been deceased, as well as multiple heroes after being trapped in a barrier, and then having a highly explosive, toxic, corrosive, paint, whatever mixture in a child's backpack went off, dealing massive damage, but also leaving just a sole survivor of this ragtag group, Music Meister, directly outside, left to watch his friends die. Which is where you two will all three of you, not just you two, will be brought towards, sorry. Why are you zooming out? I want you to turn. There we go. Where you are brought. Each of you see a large barrier erected by 4 large satellites that seem to have struck down. In the middle of it seems to be nothing but carnage. You walk up and see a sad man, a music meister, watching his teammates die. As
I'm
he
in my
turns,
normal outfit.
in your normal outfit?
Yeah, I'm in my normal outfit, and I've set my hat on the ground. The purple one.
That one?
Yeah. Because I
Cool.
can just summon back my hat whenever I want. So for now, I'm just setting it on the ground in, like, Solus, I guess.
By the way,
Whatever it's
since
called.
we've known him for 2 weeks, you want to just say the name of the guy?
Oh, Zaz.
Yeah, Victor Zaz.
Victor Zaz.
Oh, so there's 3 people here.
Yes. The three of you walk up, and you hear Music Meister in the back of your mind, a slight static of radio sound. Seems you weren't up to the task. Here's some reinforcements. Don't let Zaz fool you. He may be an underachiever, but he's not the weakest link. And then you hear it back out. As you turn, you are met by the 3 unfamiliar faces of Zaz and I cannot remember the names of your 2 because apparently they were
Rod?
Alexander Petrov.
Alexander
And,
Petrov and
I am Dr. Alchemy. Yeah.
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 and
How he walks
so
in everywhere.
we have a special guest here today, and that is going to be Andrew. Say hi, Andrew.
Hello, everybody.
He is going to be playing Zaz.
Say hi, Andrew. Silence. He's gonna play Zaz.
Oh, I thought you could hear him. My microphone's really weak.
Schizophrenia.
Here. How about now? Can you hear him now?
Hello,
No.
everybody.
Barely.
Barely.
Well,
Yeah.
I can barely hear you. We can't hear him.
Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna turn up my mic. Because this is...
You might have to turn off background noise canceling.
Wait, no, actually, just try to. Here, actually, I'm gonna go in.
I can't hear. What's supposed to be going on right now?
Game is gonna go help them fix it. Apparently, we have a backup person. Or
We
a
do?
third person today. Well, we have someone playing Zaz, Andrew or something.
That was a Zaz.
Well, Zaz is the guy with all the cuts on him. The guy who like calls, makes all the phone calls and puzzles and shit, and if he can't succeed, they kill your family.
Ah.
Yeah, so Zaz is fucked up. Like, he's probably not as powerful as any of us, but he's fucked up.
Yeah, Zaz is pretty screwed. Zaz is a madman. But we are very religious.
That doesn't make it do anything to us. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear you both. It's lower quality, but we can definitely actually hear you.
Yeah, the people who are watching this are gonna hate it, but whatever. It's the only thing that works with 2 people in the room.
Apply and okie dokie. I think we're good to go. Yeah, it's recording audio.
Yeah, very low quality, but you can hear both of them pretty well.
Hello.
Go.
All right. So, what would you like to do?
Well, first I would like to ask, very sad man, and I would like to walk up to him and I would like to say, cheer up, my dear boy, for one day you will be enlightened by the good man's avatar. I'm going to press my staff into his chest. This hurts me, please quit. Well, I'm going to simply say, you be quiet until I've had a drink. Or teammates melt alive. I don't think I'm not in the mood.
Listen, man, listen. I can also put my thing next to your chest, but you wouldn't like it very much because, well, you would be lack of iron.
What kind of attachment?
Would you like
Hey, Jordan.
Yeah?
As I said, bolt cutter attachment. While he's threatening me, a giant pair of scissors is going to manifest out the end of my thing just around him.
Now if you harm my dear brother here, I will have to freeze your ass solid.
We're a lot more powerful than a man saying you might wanna piss off. In a non-preacher voice.
I'm going to say, you're still immortal. And if I can cut you first, I can at least take down one of you. I'm going to pull my staff away and start walking towards you.
To get rid of the fearless ward of sabotage.
As you say this, you hear a slight rumble of thunder in the distance.
We hear thunder.
Yeah, the slight rumble of thunder in the distance.
I'm going to pull my staff away. I'm going to start walking. If that's Shazam, I'm leaving you for dead.
If it's Shazam, I will tell him he is a false god.
He is a false prophet.
I want to look for a bar.
My fake god.
You look around and you look around and you do see a bar nearby. It's lit up and you see it's in bright fancy lights. It's called the Nest.
Okay. I'm going to start walking towards that bar, and as soon as I go like behind a light post to be out of their vision, my outfit's going to change to like a dapper suit with a pinstripe hat. You don't have an image of it, but...
You know what? Cool. We'll do the dapper image with a pinstriped hat.
Yeah, so basically, 80s Mafia style suit with the pinstripe hat.
Alright. Do you all follow?
I do.
I suppose we are following this man.
Also, I want to say throughout that entire conversation, I was just slowly playing with a small knife that y'all have no idea where I pulled it from.
Why is Scarecrow's picture there?
That is your character model because I couldn't get y'all's pictures.
It's a word. Damn.
I would just like to say that yeah, if anyone wants to, like, I just want to consider Music Meister. If you threaten me again in any way, shape, or form,
He will not be murdered, but he will be converted.
yeah, I said you will have an iron deficiency if you ever try to threaten me.
I'm just gonna look back. At this point, I really don't care what you say to me. I need a drink.
You walk into this bar and you see it is lit with a pale blue and purple lights here and there. You find large glass chandeliers scattered across a high vaulted ceiling that seems to be way higher than it seemed towards the outside of the building. You start to walk around and you find that there are plenty of people at every table. There are dancers, there are musicians, there seems to be some sort of this hip-hop jazz going on in the background as you just hear it kind of waltzing through. It's a very calm, very aesthetically beautiful place. You find a large open bar with like 12 different shelves of different types of high-end liquors. And a bartender walks up. You see him cleaning a glass, and you see a large black man with a kind of like smaller version of an afro walk up wearing a leopard print vest with a blue undershirt, wearing black jeans. He walks up and, what can I get you?
Well, I would just like to say before anyone else talks, I would just like to say, the finest wine, I will be having it for free, please.
The whole concept.
Ah, one of those types. Well, if you'd like, you can head towards the VIP section on the second floor. I hear that there's a room for y'all.
I just want wine.
Well, if you head up there, you'll find some.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot. Is there any wine here at the first floor, or is it just...
You don't see any wines, you see mostly just hard liquor.
I walk up to the counter and
Okay,
say,
yeah.
whatever they're ordering, I'll pay for it.
We don't drink that sin, we only
You see
drink
him
wine.
walk up and looks over to Zaz.
No.
Well, I wasn't lying. If you're still wanting the free drinks, they're upstairs. It's just you have to go to the VIP room.
There's gonna be someone.
We're gonna get beaten or something.
Jordan, while we were looting at your places, did I manage to find any cash at any point?
Actually, whenever you got your first drop, there was actually a package with cash. You have a total of about $600.
Yeah, I only
Gold pieces, because I can't. I only have gold pieces.
Oh, it's gold pieces? Fine. How many gold pieces you got?
I mean, I can have the equivalent of $600. I just need to know what the equivalent is.
600 gold pieces.
Okay, that works for me. Okay, so if they're all heading upstairs, I'm just going to take. Alright. What is the softest but not like cheap drink that they have? Basically, what's the least heavy drink that they have on the thing down here?
You ask this and you see him pull up a bunch of different various drinks off the shelf off towards the very far left. He comes back and you see he has a small like container. It seems to be a round like rubberish container. You see him wave his hands in front of you in like this odd like circular formation, and then he takes this rubber form, fills it with water, and then drops it into a small hole you see on the counter. You're not sure what's going on. He drops his hand and you see this thing fall into the hole. He brings up 2 drinks and throws it into a mixture, and you see him start to shake it. He reaches back into the hole and pulls out the small ball, pops it up, and you see a small ball of ice in a circular pattern come up. He takes a pick and taps the center of it and drains the water. There's still a thin layer of ice, and suddenly you see it fill up with this like bright green gas as he takes a small canister and like lights it in there. It fills up the entire circle. He puts it on the top of the glass that he just shook and like poured for you, and you see like a neon bright green drink with smoke coming down from a ball of ice on top. It seems to mix with the drink and change it from this bright green to a deep blue and orange. He says, "These are our specialty. They're on the house. Just $30 for this one."
I'll put $30 on the table. So,
Yeah, I know. It's a rich person bar. I'm very stuttery here because I wasn't expecting you to come here.
Okay, well, I put $30 on the thing and take the drink. And I'm gonna, like, as they leave up the stairs, I'm gonna sort of point over my shoulder. Are they gonna?
I'm not going nowhere.
Or, well, the person who wanted wine and was very intent on getting wine. I'm just gonna point over at him. Is he gonna die?
He looks up and he's like, "No, I was being extremely serious. If you'd like to head up, the VIP rooms are meant for a specific clientele."
People who will kill you if they don't do what they want. Is
I
that
go up to the VIP.
Alright.
So you head up to the VIP room?
Yeah, I go up to
So you see Zaz turn towards the rest of the group. He picks up just a small drink off to the side and then walks up to the upstairs area.
Yeah, I'm with that.
I just got a Jack and Coke.
I'm just gonna sit down here and drink my specialty thing because
So-
the green smoky drink is cool.
So Alex, are you gonna stay down there with
I'm
Sandwich?
walking over to the I'm gonna tell the music the people playing music to stop. Oh, stop playing, oh God! You have to mention today.
All right, so you
Stop playing the music. It's like we have to mention today.
you hear the music cut out, and we'll get back to that in just 1 second.
Awesome.
You see the two of them walk up the stairs and disappear. Now the two of you, as you walk up, you find a long hallway filled with various rooms, and there's a tablet right next to the very front of the hallway, like a podium-esque tablet, kind of coming out of the wall. What would you like to do?
I walk up to the tablet.
You walk up to the tablet, and as you get close, you see a small door kind of open up above the small tablet, and a little camera comes out, and you see a large red light sweep down the entire side of the hallway and fully across your form, and you hear it go, "Victor Zaz, room 7.
I just toasted
Would you like to add a party?" And it brings up your face as well as a small star that says 4 next to it.
I say yes, and I give the names of the people I walked in with to join me in the room.
As you give each of these names across the entire bar, you don't all see this, but just for context, as you see all these strobe lights lighting up the room and all these various lights as the performance go on, each of you can kind of see that there's flashes of red that seem to scan the room in an odd pattern that just kind of catches your eye. But each of you are scanned into the system and added under the party name of Zaz.
I then toast the robot, then walk to room 7.
As you both make your way to the room 7, you open it, and there is a complete open bar, as well as multiple different variations of every kind of wine on the opposite wall.
Is there people in there?
It seems to be empty, but along a large screen that is in the center of the room, it says "waiting 3 minutes," and it's on a small ticking countdown.
Do you roll an investigation? Obviously.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Would you like to make an investigation check, 2, or would you like to give him advantage?
I'll give it advantage, but
So-
I'll just take a seat.
So, Landon, you can make that check with advantage, so you get to roll twice.
Okay. Alright, 19. Or no, 18 because -1.
What's up?
18.
You look around the room and you don't find anything of interest other than various types of alcohol. The room is extremely well furnished, but there seems to be nothing wrong, no anything that would arise suspicion, and you haven't found anybody else.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna take one of the pieces of wine and then leave, and then go back downstairs.
You walk up and you grab one of the bottles.
The whole last bottle.
You walk up and grab a whole bottle from 1904.
Great.
And you walk towards the door, and as you try to open the door, it does not open.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, I'm gonna blast the door open. I would like to grab my gun.
I would
As
call
you
out.
as you reach down and grab a hold of your gun, immediately you hear a small as a small red light comes from the ceiling, and you hear sirens start to go off. And as this siren goes off, metal grates fall from all four sides of the room and pretty much seal you in, cutting off all exits.
Yeah, I would like to try to destroy the metal bars via
Take away the metal.
trap lava. Yeah, I'll take away the metal.
What's up?
Basically, I want to absorb the metal in the bars into my gun.
Go ahead and try.
Yeah, okay, so what do I roll for that?
You just roll a d20, and if you roll high enough, then you'll be able to accomplish the task.
I have rolled a 17.
Plus,
That's what I'm saying. What is it for? What am I rolling for? With?
so for this one, I would have to say, what's your casting modifier?
I don't know what that means.
What's your spells work off of? Intelligence, wisdom, what? Is your character more wisdom? Is it more intelligence? What is it? Like, what makes it to... I would say, because of your character having a gun that's elemental based, it's going to be an intelligence check, so add your intelligence modifier.
Alright, so in that case it would be a 16.
16?
Yeah.
You walk over and you start to try to work on this metal, but it is dense and extremely hard to work with, and you see as it starts to take apart the metal, and it starts to transfer it into whatever materials you'd like as spare material, but it does not seem to be working extremely quickly, and it is taking a very long time, and you're making no progress.
I would like to just use my, because of how powerful Philosopher's Stone, I'm gonna trust into the gun, and I would just like to just not do anything, wait for his ass to do whatever he wants to do, and as he's doing whatever, I'm going to be I'm trying to absorb it.
Okay.
Is there like any monitor or something by the door? Anything I can interact with within the room that's like electronic?
There is 2 couches, along with the bar, and the one large TV on a stand in the center of the room.
There's not like a remote for the TV, nothing I can find? Okay.
Nothing you can see.
Does there seem... No. Nothing there.
I would also like to can I do one thing real quick?
I'll just make myself another drink and just wait.
Go ahead.
I want to scream the code word just in case Vandal, just in case Alchemy couldn't hear me. I just want to quickly yell, "The Flash is better than Savitar!" The code word that New Alchemy has set up.
On my way.
As you scream this,
the Flash is better.
As you scream this out into the universe as loud as you can, hoping and praying that someone might hear you, no one does. The 2 of you downstairs, one of you is enjoying a very nice drink that tastes of licorice and sweet tarts. The other one is enjoying explaining to an entire crowd who Savitar is, as they seem to be nodding their head more in understanding and awe rather than disagreement.
Oh shit.
Nice, I'm working.
Meanwhile, Vandal, starting a cult, Damon getting arrested.
Yep.
As you see the timer on the clock start to tick down, it gets down from 3 minutes to 2 minutes to 1 minute and 30 seconds to 1. And as you see it tick down, it slowly hits 45, 30, 15. And as it hits 0, you hear all of the metal around the one side of the room, on the opposite side of the entrance from where you came in. And you see a large painting drop down, and you see it was actually interlocking bits and pieces of metal that released, as you see the entire picture kind of just slightly shift in a rotating pattern. It seems the entire painting was a lock. As you see a large, heftier man step out, and a larger person, about 6 foot tall, with blue all over their body, with a large glass dome seeming to cover their head, covered in frost from head to toe, steps out, and you hear, "So I hear you coming to make some business down with Cobblepot."
What the hell? What? Okay.
I'm just sitting there calmly with my drink, just casually sipping it.
What I expect for freeze.
That was Mr. Penguin to you. You walked into a bar in Penguin's territory called The Nest. What did you expect?
No, it's because you said like he had a blue helmet on.
And I said there was two people. I said the first guy was an overweight, rotund person, and the second guy was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. Right. I thought Mr. Freeze walked up saying like, I wasn't those looking.
Hiya! Nice to meet you. You ready to die?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I got this.
No! Save my life from the cryogenic freezing.
Alright, also, I would like to just ask Daniel to look at his DMs, and I want him to say this to the crowd that he's talking to.
Okay, very well. The Flash may serve the feed source, but Savitar rules it. Flash is only a man, but he is a god. Your god, he is Savitar.
I win. Staring contest.
What?
Sorry, I had a staring contest with a dog for a second there. He was staring into my soul with the intent of God.
Did you hear what Vandal said?
I did hear what Vandal said, yes.
I would like to do something, actually. Can I do something quick?
Go ahead.
No, I would like to step up on the stage and I'd say, who's been serving all this alcohol and violence in this beautiful city?
Everyone kind of looks back towards the bar, and you see the same bartender that, like, you guys saw in the beginning just kind of look towards the whole crowd, smile a little bit, and give a little wave, and then turn off and start making some more drinks.
Alright. Since I was tomorrow, I'm just gonna say, I'm not with him. I'm sorry.
I want to say, alright, but above you, who rules this area? Who is the quote-unquote lord that you guys bear witness to?
You kind of see the entire crowd kind of shuffle a little bit. Some of them looking more uneasy than anything else and like wondering what's kind of going on at this point. And you see security walk up behind you. You see two of them walk up, and they like one leans in and touches you on the shoulder and goes, Sir, I'm sorry. If this is a matter of discretion, if you'd like to meet, we have several rooms available upstairs if you're still looking for a meeting.
I am, in fact, looking for an intervention.
If you'd like to head upstairs, we have plenty of places already set up for you.
I don't think I'll be stepping into one of those rooms, but in fact somebody else's. I would like myself some security.
Oh, if you'd like some security, we can absolutely bring that to you. Do you have a tab that you already have running under our name, or we could have something brought up for the boss?
Man, fuck this. Y'all made me angry.
Incredibly nice. What's your problem?
You see this man was kind of like slouching down, and he's like, was about your same size, but as you say that, he like kind of rolls his shoulders back and like straightens out his back, and he's a good like 7 foot tall, and he looks down and he goes, Sir, I've been nice. Now please, either go upstairs, and you hear him like slowly get really close to your face, and he like, you see his eyes change from this like deep blue to a solid green in an instant, and you just see him look at you and be like, or we can step outside.
I look over at the car and I say, this alien motherfucker right here wants to try to threaten me. Immediately,
he grabs your shirt and lifts you and himself about 5 foot off the ground as you see his eyes glow a bright green, and an energy starts to form around his hands. And as you see this, this sort of hat that he had been wearing, a like kind of, it looked to be like one of those like golf hats like you see people wearing out on golf courses. Kind of comes off, and you see he has bright red hair that is extremely long, almost crimson, as it starts to flow behind him as if there's a mysterious wind that no one else can see. And he starts to float and rise. His eyes and hands glow green as he holds on to you. And I would like you to roll for initiative.
Alright.
And this is for Sandwich as well.
This is who I think it is.
19. Straight up 19.
19?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ben. Or, sorry, go ahead, Sandwich.
I have to roll? I'm not doing anything.
You're in the same room. It's just for initiative's sake.
Okay, I was saying, wait, I don't want to get pulled into this. My initiative is pretty accurate. It's 3.
Great! Immediately, you're going to see this person take their turn, and they're going to just straight up try to take you up about 40 feet and slam you into the roof, and then they're going to make a single attack against you.
Okay.
So they're going to fly up. They're not going to slam you into the roof. They're just going to get you right up to the roof. And that's going to be a 15 to hit.
I have an armor class of 13 now because I have a feature, but yeah, no. So yeah, you hit.
So as you see him pull his hand back, the energy seems to swirl around, and he just swings his hand up, and you like try to like pull your hands down to block it, and immediately two beams shoot from his eyes instead, thrusting you closer towards the floor as he just lets go and drops you.
Fuck you.
As this laser is going to hit you, and it is going to deal 17 damage, and you're going to take...
Wow.
It's a d10 per 10 foot, so that's going to be 17, 3, so that's 20, 27, that's going to be 47. It's going to be 55 damage in total after you're dropped and you hit the ground from that high up.
Very well.
And you see him still floating above, about 50 foot up in the air, looking down, and he just goes, "You want to continue?" And it's now going to be your turn.
Alright, you know, first thing I want to do, I have a history of +8, so I'm going to know what the fuck this man is. Alright, so let's understand it. I got an 18 plus 8. So I got a 20, 26.
In history, okay.
In history?
Yeah. Yeah.
You look up and you immediately recognize what this is as a Tamaranian.
That doesn't make any sense, Jordan. This makes zero sense.
Get off my nuts.
No, this makes no sense. This makes no sense.
How does it not make any sense?
No, it makes zero sense why they are here and why they're fighting people. Why, like...
It's Gotham City. You're in a bar run by the Penguin, and you decide, after many attempts of trying to be extremely polite, of them trying to get you a meeting with the Penguin after your original meeting with the Riddler, and they said that they had a room reserved for you, then you decide to fight the bodyguard. The bodyguards are not meant to just fight everyday regular people if it's a meetup for regular supervillains.
Why? Okay, two questions. Why are they why are they working with Penguin in any way whatsoever? And two, why is it a he? I'm so confused.
Money! And because Tamaranians aren't all women.
There are two sides to both economies, both in Tamaranian, like, politics or whatever.
Yeah, but there's no, like, actual... I assumed that you were just doing the most popular character, that is a Tamaranian.
No, I got this.
No, it's just a form of alien that's like...
I got this. I look up at him, and you know what I say? Your family misses you.
Go ahead and, you know what? You say this. I want you to roll me a d12 real quick.
Alright.
What'd you get?
You hurt his feelings.
I got a 9.
To be fair, the description he gave is incredibly accurate.
No, but I just want to know which one of these badasses it is. Like,
all of them. I got 9. I got the...
Oh my goodness.
You just see him, like, break a little on the inside. Like, he's like, you see, like, his eyes are glowing bright green at this point, and you just see a few tears fly from his cheeks as he just makes a dive towards you, like he's about to, like, fucking just...
Wait, Jordan, there's a thing about that. Emotions weaken their powers.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. No, it does. It can turn their powers off if they get sad.
Really?
Yes, it turns their powers off if they get sad. He's fucked. He's just like his last mistake.
One thing, Jordan.
Yeah?
That's after Randall's turn it'd be mine. So after Randall gets done.
Oh my god,
Oh,
you're looking
man,
up
was that
at
your
A to B.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm ready to attack his ass. I get 2 magic items in 1 turn, so I'm ready to fuck him over. He's ready to die. He's already gonna die.
Yeah, you're gonna just disintegrate him like you did the last.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what's about to happen to this man. He's ready to die. He's prepared. His powers have got fucking nervous. He's like, you want some more? Your family misses you, bitch. He falls to the ground below. And then that's what your mama did. Wow, it's dead as hell.
You better take him out in 1 hit, because if you just piss him off, his powers are gonna come back.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, anger doesn't put the power that enhances it, oddly.
Yeah, anger makes the powers more, so you better kill him in 1 hit, because after you hit him, he's gonna be pissed.
I mean, with the few spells, you can kill him.
My man just got turned into a regular human being, though. He's
he's gonna get turned into a human being, and then he's gonna be turned into a frog.
Yeah.
I don't see anything about. I'm not seeing anything about weakness for the Tamaranians.
It can deactivate their powers.
I'm gonna look at Tamaranians.
It weakens the shit out of them. Yeah, it says here. Tamarines are incredibly emotional race in general, often driven more by their feelings. For this reason, their strength or a weakness has often proven to be both. Yeah, they're affected by their mental state. He's fucked.
Can you like send me the link at where you're reading this?
Alright. I read this off the first page. This is on screen rant, to be fair, but it's almost me. Fuck it. Oh, no, here, it's actually in the wiki. Hold up, found it. The Tamarines are peaceful races of societies that are off with an emotion. Here we go. And as we've seen here, let me find it. Hello? Let me find this. Yeah, many of their powers are filled by specific emotions, and I'm guessing sadness fucking turned that shit off.
Well, actually, by how it's describing it, it could be that it just unlocks a different set of abilities, or a weakened set. It doesn't necessarily mean he's just...
This man don't know, though. Hopefully.
Didn't Teen Titans go for Starfire?
Yeah, they're also Teen Titans real weak.
On Teen Titans Go, I don't think you can really compare that to...
No, I'm sorry. I meant Teen Titans.
Yeah, but also, Starfire is a very, very... she's an optimist, so it would make sense that that being depressed would make her kind of useless. But
This man is an optimist too. This man is an optimist too. He came up all nice. Now he's fucked.
Also, I would like to say, I would also like to say real quick, Landon, just to, as like a side note, the Tamaranians were utterly defeated and nearly driven to extinction by King Midrir. They made a reluctant truce with the Citadel, where he was forced to give up his daughter to the Citadel as slavers.
The Citadel, isn't that a Green Lantern thing?
Yeah.
The Citadel.
Anyways, yeah, so their entire place must have been mostly destroyed, so if one of them was lucky enough to make it to Earth and be able to survive on living wages here, you know, I doubt that he would want to be made fun of or have his homeland, who was nearly destroyed by an enemy king, made fun of. So he has very much so reason to fight and reason to be there.
Theory, though. Anger pisses them off and makes them stronger, so I'm not doing that, obviously. I'm just making him sad.
Yeah.
Oh no, he is lit up at what you said. Like, he is crying green tears of flames as he is like hurtling towards you at high speeds.
My man just started
And me
crying.
and
I'm
have no idea what's happening, do we?
You guys are meeting the penguin. We'll get back to that in just a minute. It is now going to be Sandwich's turn.
Wait, I have another thing. I have the thing where I can use 2 magic items.
Yeah, all we did is talk.
Okay, do your thing.
Yeah, all I did was talk.
Sorry.
Alright, is he falling towards me?
He is still in the air. He has not made his other turn yet, because you had your turn.
How is he in the air?
Then he had his turn, and it was supposed to be Sandwich's turn, and we skipped him, and then it was your turn again.
Oh, okay. Alright, my bad. Oh, I guess. God. Sorry, Sandwich.
I don't mind waiting. I'm just pointing out that even if it like makes him a bit sad to think about, it doesn't necessarily mean he's going full depression, disable everything.
At least he's weaker.
Yeah, but no, you can take your turn, Vandal. I'll go after you. Mine doesn't. I was just gonna make a joke at it.
Alright.
You can go, Vandal.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, what I'm doing now is I am holding the get down on my knee and hold up the Philosopher's Stone above me like I'm crouching under a shield.
Yeah.
And,
Sorry, your mic cut out.
okay. Here, let me do this. Here. Okay, so basically what I'm doing now is I'm crouching down, and I am basically...
Bye, guys.
I am making nitroglycerin inside the Philosopher's Stone, face upwards at him as he falls. As he slowly falls, he's going to explode. I make a nitroglycerin compound with the,
Okay. Do you just? What are you gonna do with this nitroglycerin compound? Are you just gonna like shoot it up in the air at him, or?
Yeah, basically.
So you're just gonna fire this at him. Okay. And it's gonna be nitroglycerin. Go ahead and roll me a d20 on how much nitroglycerin you're gonna make, because whatever number you get is how many dice you're gonna roll.
17.
You got a 17. All right. Go ahead and roll 17 d10.
Alright, D10. That
No,
would be...
17 d10.
Yeah, 17 D10. Yeah. That's this one, I think. What's a D10? Hold up. Let me
I
find.
got a natural 20.
Here.
The D10 just looks like a smaller D20.
Yeah, I got this. Hold on. Dice. Okay, yeah, I don't know what it is yet. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm ready. Give me a second. Gotta get this activated, then close this menu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got a 2, a 10, a 4, a 10. So 10, 20, 24, 26, 29.
You're in a no!
29, okay, and 7. So 16. So that would be 36, and then this would be 39 with a disadvantage on him, hopefully. So. Oh no, I rolled a 17, whatever. Yeah, but I got a 39. Yeah, 39.
39.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna be dealing 39 damage.
You're going to select all the dice and click X repeatedly. Just select all and click X. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
About like, I had to use 2 magic items on my turn, so I'm just gonna say as he gets hit by it, I'm just gonna say there's more. I'm just kidding.
But wait, there's more!
That's a lot of. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I mean. I'm gonna hit him with a second. Okay, I'm gonna wait for him to fall back down again.
Dude, that's amazing.
I'm gonna hit him with a fucking ice laser, actually. I'm gonna hit him with the fucking ice laser as well. Give him some disadvantage on that shit just in case he decides to land wrong.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll a d20 to hit him with an ice beam as well. I got an 18.
You got an 18 to hit him? You absolutely hit.
Alright, so basically he has disadvantage on every attack towards him. He has disadvantage on advantage. Oh yeah, here's disadvantage on all attacks and saving throws, and advantage on all attacks towards him. And he gets hit with 1d12 as a startup.
Cool.
Just 1d12 though. I'll hit him with a d12 real quick. I got a, I believe this is a d12. Yeah, it's this one. I got a 7 on my d12, so he takes 7 more damage, and he gets a disadvantage on all the saving throws and attacks. Yeah, he has a disadvantage on all saving throws, attacks, and advantage on all attacks towards him.
All right. So you shoot this ray of frost up at him after dealing this massive amount of damage, and just stick him in place for but a moment as he tries to writhe and get free. Sandwich, it is now your turn, I believe, right?
Yeah. I'm going to raise my hand and like just sort of rest it on my chin. I'm not think in the back of my head, since it very much seems like that Hugo can hear us. I'm basically going to try and contact and say you need to get your new pets in check. I'm just gonna basically tell Hugo off for that. That's basically all I'm gonna do after, and then I'm gonna take another drink of my licorice tart drink. Because I have no reason to help here, and I don't want to get into a fight with a Tamaranian. So
You say this, and as you do, you hear nothing really in return.
I'm gonna shrug because if you're going to save them, I ain't sure as hell I'm not going to get on the bad side of Mr. Freeze, the Penguin, the Riddler, and the Tamaranian.
Fair.
Just kidding.
I had my turn. That's all I do.
Alright, it is going to bring that up to the Tamaranian's turn. He is going to be flying down at basically Mach 20, trying to make a swing on you. And he is going to, this time, bring both hands up and just try to slam directly into you, Alex.
Oh, by the way, he hits with disadvantage right now. He has disadvantage on all his attacks.
You guys continue. I'll be right back. I need to go use the bathroom.
Does 4 hit?
It does not hit. I have an armor class of 13.
Yeah, no, he just slams into the floor, leaving a massive hole there, and just stands up, dusts off, shakes his arm and releases the dust off of himself, and gets into stance to fight you hand-on-hand combat.
He's already fucking frozen to hell. And you know what I do?
Oh wait, no, he's still frozen. So the ice hits him, and he's just he could not move because of the ice or redirect himself while flying. So he just slams into the ground, covered in ice, and just stands up out of the icy mess.
The ice just gives him disadvantage on all attacks and saving throws, and it gives me advantage on all attacks towards him. But during this time, I'm going to do something else.
What would you like to do?
He tries to hit me, right?
Yes.
No, he misses. He fails horribly, obviously.
I would, real quick, I just want to say I would put you in the distance to also just once again yell just in case the flash is better one more time.
Once again.
Did you hear anything this time or no?
Once again, he still hears nothing at this point. He didn't even hear the alarm go off. It was just seemed to be in that room solely.
Yeah. I was wondering if there might have been cracks in the ceiling and everything.
And so he's frozen. I walk up to him, and I do not hit him. Instead, I freeze him once more. I hit him with a second cross blast. But I say to him, I only had to freeze you because you tried to hurt me. I put my hand on my chest. I say, but so help me God, you too can be a part of Sabotage's great light. And I try to persuade him.
As you do this, go ahead and make a persuasion check at disadvantage because you already added insult to injury.
Oh yeah, obviously. I hit him with it's a 17 for this, and then, wait, let me see. Here we go. Actually, two rolls, yeah.
Have we heard any of this commotion?
I got a 17 and a...
No, even whenever he impacted into the
14. 17 and 14. 14's lower, I'll take the 14, but one second, hold up. I should have a persuasion modifier. Yeah, I have a +7 on persuasion.
Okay, go ahead and... So it's 14 plus
7.
That's 21?
Yep.
Terribly sorry, but that does not succeed. You try to persuade him to join the Great Lord Saboteur, but as he looks at you, all he sees is someone he wants to deck the absolute shit out of. You see the fury of God in his eyes. As his hair is starting to raise up, and you can see
Here's what I do. I can use 2 magic items in one turn, so I'm just gonna hit him with the second frost to make sure he stays in place. I don't want him fucking.
You can use 2 simultaneously. You can't use the same one twice, I don't think.
Alright, just not the same thing on him, just not the same element. I'll just hit him with a frost then. Just hit him with 1 frost, just to make sure. I just kind of want to hit him with because he already has disadvantage on all of his attacks. I might as well just
reason. I don't want him to get back up. That's all. I don't want him out.
All right, now it's going to be Sandwich. Are you going to pass on your turn as well? Just keep drinking?
He's okay right now. I guess so.
Just keep drinking.
Just keep drinking. Just keep drinking.
Drinking.
So he is like, he is frozen at this point. Like you can see he is shaking because of the cold. He's been blasted time and time again with this frozen air. He is just going to charge up a blast with his eyes and aim for you. It's going to be a 12 to hit.
He misses.
He shoots wide, singeing the corner of your shoulder, but barely doing anything as he is just struggling to even see straight at this point.
Just goes straight above the bartender's head.
Yeah. Does it? It's just the drink in his hand.
All right.
Hit the drink in his hand, Jordan.
What's up? Oh, it just cuts the drink in half?
Yeah.
There's still like most of the drink there, but the glass was like cut perfectly in half where the glass now looks full still.
I'm ready to do something stupid to this guy. I'm ready to do something stupid. Assuming I don't lose any of my drink, I'm just gonna shrug and not give a shit.
You don't lose any, like you don't even spill a drop.
Wait. I can take you drinking and then pass my turn.
Instead of being a drink, it just looks like a shot now. That's all it is.
As this commotion is
Oh, it's healthier now.
As this commotion is going on downstairs, Vandal, it's going to be your turn whenever we come back to this, okay?
Okay.
The penguin has been upstairs, chatting with the both of you.
Yes.
So, what brings you to my establishment?
I don't know. I just recently met up with these idiots, and they came to this bar.
We just followed a depressed man.
I mean, that's how a lot of people get a lot of places.
True.
Mr. Bird, I have a question.
I wouldn't call me Mr. Bird, just call me Cobblepot.
I'm gonna call you Mr. Bird. I have a question.
Fair.
Have you heard the good word of Saboteur?
No, I have not. Are you one of those preachy types? You know, like, spread your word and then, you know, ditch the client who paid your bills, like, what's with the religion get up?
Oh, well, you see, it's less of a religion and more of a fact, good man.
It's a fact. How can you prove it?
I just take the hat off and be like, I found this, and put it back on.
Well, have you heard of the Flash?
No, I've never heard of the Flash. Of course I've heard of the Flash.
Well, the Flash, you see, his future self, but not his future self at the same time. It doesn't really matter. Either way, he is the god of speed. You will bow to Saboteur himself, and if you do not, you will not be enlightened. And if you are not enlightened, you will die along with the rest of the world. But if you are like me, and you would like to follow into the light with this god of speed, you will live forever. And immortal and universe.
Can you at least,
It just basically... Huh?
So can you at least, contact this god of yours? If so, I'd love to meet your employer.
Yes, you can contact him. We try to rarely do that for...
You're cutting out really bad, I can't hear you.
Oh, I said yes, you can contact him, but we refrain from doing that because if you do that for a retarded he might cut you in half. But all you need to go is to my friend downstairs. You can contact him with the Philosopher's Stone.
Ha! Well then, it seems we have somewhat of an arrangement. If I contact this god of yours and put in a good word for you, as well as me, would you mind doing me a favor?
My good man, the only good word I need is a good word of Saboteur.
I see I'm not getting anywhere with you. Would you like some money?
What? That could be interesting.
I don't know what he said.
He's talking to his house now.
Well, if you're still interested in some job opportunities, my area is usually quite open. Just come back to the nest, room 7. Make an appointment. We'll meet up sometime. And they all walk out. All of the sheets of metal around the doors slide up. It gets a little stuck because you had taken apart some of it and it was like sticking out a little bit. But it still fits back up into the roof against the side of the wall. And you make your way downstairs, to which you find the current room in shambles, people running and screaming as a Tamaranian is fighting a religious freak and losing.
I'll walk to the bar and ask for a new drink.
Like, as we're walking down the stairs,
You get a nice green grasshopper just like your friend's sandwich.
Wait, what's it?
Nothing, just...
I look at Sandwich and just be like, why is your glass different than mine?
You got the same drink that Sandwich did?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna point over to the Tamaranian and the Alchemist. During their fighting, it cut mine in half.
Oh, come on! You could have been like, come on, it's a glass half there kind of situation.
Yeah, I could have, but I didn't think of that one.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Also that. But I'm gonna finish off my drink and sit it down on the table. I'm just gonna sit back and turn to watch the carnage because I'm not intervening at all. I have no stake in this little fucking dick measuring contest.
I would just like to ask Zaz real quick. I just want to say, whenever we were over there and the bird guy said if we're still interested in a job opportunity, were we ever interested in a job opportunity?
I have no idea what we're interested in. I'm just following you guys.
Well, okay, whatever. Anyways, I would like to pull out my.
Go ahead, pull out your...
actively frozen, like, man.
As you do that, I point at my say center.
As this is all going down, you see the penguin take a few steps down the stairs and go, Genvar! And he snaps, and immediately all emotion and like rage that you see building up inside of this Tamaranian just gone in an instant. His face goes slack, like basically dead fisheye, as he turns back and like walks over to the penguin. He's like, sorry, boss. He turns back and he goes back to the door that he was standing at and just like crosses his arms in front of his chest and like just sits there unmoving.
Okay. I'm just gonna wave at the penguin when he comes down the stairs.
You see he waves at you and like looks back to the rest of the group and goes, it's alright, sorry about the inconvenience. It's just things get a little heated, you know, when alcohol's involved. You know, everybody has those days. And you see him like, you see him grab a little glass of champagne from one of the waitresses and take a sip and look towards the mass of people who are like standing there like he's insane. It's fine. Everyone have a good time. And they like all kind of like fervently laugh, but like with fear.
I just toast the man and take a nice long drink.
And then everything goes back to a party.
Hey, wait, can I walk up to the penguin real quick?
Yeah.
I want to ask, do you know any way of the whereabouts of Jim Gordon?
Yeah, actually. Last I heard, he was heading down to Blackgate Isle. I wasn't sure why, but the police force has been in shambles these past few days without him.
I'm willing to call over. I'm willing to call over. The PD got killed by a demon with chains.
Is that literal or metaphorical, or is this some kind of slang? What do you mean?
Don't look him dead in the eyes. It's literal. A demon using flaming hot chains sliced the paste to shit. Same with Jim Gordon's house, and same with Bane's arms. Oh, by the way, Bane's dead.
Bane's dead? Huh.
Yeah, also Scarecrow's dead. We saw his body at the crematorium.
And Harley.
Harley Quinn too! I didn't think she could be killed. But I mean, hey, no longer a pain on my side. Alright, here's what I'm going to do for you. Do you know... Alright, in this kind of business we pay for one of two things. Action or info. Which you got for me?
Action.
Action? So you're going to take this demon out.
No. For once, neither. We are leaving with...
You guys will give me nothing. Since I haven't got to do anything, I'm going to get up and walk over to the penguin. As I walk, I'm going to tap my staff into the ground and bring up the whole radar thing.
I'm going to point a gun at freaking...
what are you looking for?
Get in the car!
You're gonna point a gun at who?
Yeah, I know, Music Meister. I'd like to point a gun in the back of the head while he's trying to talk to me. And I would just like to say, we are not trying to have multiple tasks at once. We are all going to... I don't care if you're depressed or not. If we don't do this mission, we're all dead.
Who said I'm getting another task?
He said we could give him info or action. I'm providing some info for some simple payment.
Fine, but all I'm saying is if you, for the slightest second, you try to say yes to a random adventure threat to send us on, I will pull out the small amount of aluminum and you piss yourself.
Okay. I understand why you're so angry about me talking to someone when your friend over there nearly got himself killed. You should probably
He can handle himself. He can handle himself. What wounds?
He did get fucking blasted in the chest and something landed on the floor. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna walk over to Penguin. I'm gonna tap my staff into the ground and bring up the whole radar. I'm tracking the demon. That's about all the information I can give.
That's not information.
I know exactly where he is. That's definitely information.
I didn't know that. My character has very little knowledge on whatever demon you're even talking about.
Did you get that sandwich?
Yeah, I got it.
Cool.
So, do I know who gave me that, or?
No.
Okay.
Did we see him like find it?
No.
Okay.
Well, does the penguin react at all as I walk up to him with I got a radar?
You see him look very interested for a moment. So what is it exactly, this machine?
I'm gonna turn it so you can see it, and I'm gonna point to the where is the dot currently?
The dot currently for Jim Gordon?
That's the two-face area,
The dot currently...
The dot currently is for the demon.
Oh, the demon, yes. You find the plot point for the demon currently here. Flickering, but then appearing, and then flickering, and then appearing.
Oh, sorry, yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna point to the spot. This is a tracker. Assuming I can get DNA of the creature or target, I can track him. Currently, I'm tracking the demon so that we know where to avoid. See how it's moving around so quickly? It can pop up anywhere that... Oh, well, I'm dead. I thought you tackled me. Scorpion came out...
DED dead.
Well, anyway,
My god! It just wouldn't stop moving.
Just flying all across the city.
I'm going to explain that it's basically a tracker, and it's tracking the demon currently. I'm going to show like where it is, and I'm going. Now this thing took out Bane without any issue after we broke its back, covered it in acid, and disemboweled it. So it's definitely not something that should be trifled with.
Definitely not.
Okay, so I would like to walk up to the Mr. Birdman, and I would like to say, we thank you for your wine, but I'd like to leave now, and I would very much appreciate it if that didn't mean trying to be murdered by an alien, as we're trying to do our own thing here. But you seem to show interest. Actually, I should introduce you to somebody. Alchemy, get over here.
Yes, sir, I am here.
This man, Birdman, Penguin Man, seems to be interested in the good word of Zavit.
Now, let me tell you, he is the god of all that is holy and speed. The universe around us moves at an angle, as you know, and that is so beautiful. He witnesses it every day of his life, which is inevitable, by the way.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
So, he said that he would like to be in contact with this man's avatar. So,
He would like to talk to our god.
would you like to call him in your philosopher's stone?
Yes, but we will do it on the account of Mr. Penguin.
Yes, the penguin will call him. Why don't you hand the penguin the philosopher's stone?
I can just let him speak into it. I'm not handing him my stone.
Real
And
quick.
then his avatar will be pissed at you if he doesn't like the idea of here.
Alright.
Jordan, did you get the message I sent you?
I did not. Give me just 1 second.
He's doing something that is completely...
Go away. You can't see this. I'm getting messages. Okay.
Okay, hey, Jordan,
Yes.
I would just like to mention, Savitar is a huge character. Like, he is a pretty huge character. So I don't know if, like, we're actually going to be able to call him.
If you have, I got this taken care of. No worries.
But I want to. So if you're going to allow it, I would love to have interactions with the Savitar. Like, I love him. If you don't know who he is.
I do know who he is.
You do? Okay. By the way, guys, I'm in the living room making some food, but I will still be a part of the whole thing. I will quickly go run and get a dice if I need to roll something.
There's no, I need to complete some homework after this, so I might need to go soon.
Alright. Well, let's call
We
Savitar.
have a giant elder fight, so that's progress.
Why don't we call Savitar Alchemy?
Yep, for my last move, it's
This
called
is a
Savitar.
small part of it.
Hello, my dear God, and we need to call you here.
As you
Mr. Penguin wants to speak.
As you start to say these words, you hear a rumble of thunder in the distance and a flash. As suddenly you see a large form standing in front of you with blue electricity running up and down his body. You've called.
I just take a long sip and turn back to the bar.
By the way, he is very happy that he is not in the Speed Force anymore. If he's not being called, he is stuck in the Speed Force, which is just hell for him.
Mr. Savitar, this man would like to have with you.
What's up?
Mr. Savitar, this man would like to have a hearing with you.
Fine.
Alright.
What is it you need? You hear the penguin look up. Or you see the penguin look up. You don't hear him look up.
I hear him look up.
He moves so quickly, he breaks the sound barrier with his nose.
You see him look towards Savitar and he goes, I have been promised eternal life by your lackeys, saying that you are a god. And you hear,
Oh Lord!
You hear Savitar look down. I am many things, a god one of them. But everlasting life is beyond your... And he reaches up and pokes him in the stomach and makes the penguin jump back a step. Weight class.
Damn.
Can
Fat
I
fish by the
have
god.
eternal life?
Damn.
Roasted.
This is by the god of speed. He says you're slow, fast.
So he has a blade out of his chest.
Not his chest.
He has a blade that comes out of his arm.
What's up?
Oh, just describing Savitar in general, just trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. So, the penguin looks up extremely you can't talk to me this way. He looks over at his two bodyguards. Both of them seems to be Tamaranian.
He doesn't give a damn.
Give me a goddamn second. You see him look up and wave at both of them. They immediately fly up, and the room is immediately, I'm talking the entire room around you, in this exact instance, vanishes. For all of you. You suddenly, all you can see is white. And suddenly, you're back. The entire room is completely empty. I'm talking stripped. There isn't even an electrical wire in the wall. Everyone in the building has been vacated. The entire building taken down piece by piece. As you look around the room, you see two of the Tamaranian guards, both of them with large blade wounds and multiple pipes, holding them to the walls across the building. And you find the penguin being held by Savitar. And as you look, the penguin seems to have lost over 100 pounds. He is skin and bones, looks decrepit. His hair is strained white, and his eyes are looking like they're about to keel back and roll back into the back of his head in any moment.
I would just like to get on my knees and bow and say, Oh, the great Lord Savitar,
The best late wasp ad in the world!
Am I still sitting on the bar stool with my drink?
You're now standing holding your drink in the middle of the street with 40 other people.
He's an amazing guy.
Oh, he's a scout.
So
The best
confused about
weight loss
what
ad
happened.
in the world.
Everybody who had nothing to do with the encounter were untouched. Like, everyone was taken outside and down the block, which is where Sandwich and, Andrew's character, I can't remember his name, Zaz, are currently, and y'all are making your way back to the actual bar itself.
I'm just taking my time, sipping my drink, looking around.
All hail the great
Not
Saboteur.
really intent on getting back in that room where the thing is.
Jordan, what do I see from the outside? Since, I sent you.
As you go out, you try the walkie, and nothing happens. You get no
Wait,
response.
so is the penguin dead?
He's currently being held by Saboteur. And as you look, the penguin is like shaking, hardly able to even breathe. And all you hear is Saboteur saying, "As I've told you, your mortal body is not strong enough to be a god." And he drops him as the penguin just slumps to the floor. You see Saboteur turn towards both of his disciples and look and go, "You have spread your devotion well." And then flashes blue, and then gone. All you find laying on the ground is a small token that seems to be made out of a shiny, blue, iridescent metal, and there's one for each of his disciples.
Am I an honorary disciple because I'm walking with these guys? Or am I
Nope.
just a random person?
Sorry, you're just a random person.
Damn it.
And
I want a shiny.
after that, I think that's where we're going to end today, after Saboteur leaves.
The great Lord Saboteur has blessed us with a coin.
A coin of great power.
The coin of speed.
I have no idea what's happening.
The coin!
Our life or something.
That's how bad the quality of the mic is.
How bad is my quality is we cannot hear anything when you do that.
That's him. Not me.
Okay, well anyway, I just realized you guys have been talking about your god this entire time. The one time he shows up, I wasn't in the room. Yeah, so I rolled a nat 20 on a stealth check to sneak away while you guys were talking.
Oh.
If you go outside. So I never saw Saboteur.
Nice, so you're just gonna be like, sure he did.
I'm a random guy that joined y'all and I saw it, and I just wanted nothing to do with it.
Anyways, so thank you all for showing up for this amazing video.
So the penguin survived.